Okay, again, I don't like to talk very much, but I'm sitting on a bench, and it's at a place called Needles Overlook. And I'm going to switch it here, but it's about 1,500 feet straight down from this point, and it's over in the Needles area. And there's like 4 cars here. This is it's part of BLM land. Um, Also, when I switch it, I'll show you where the island in the sky, where I have been a lot over here. So you look across. Let's start over here first. And down there somewhere is Dead Horse Point. It's a state park. You have to drive about, probably 60, 70 miles at least to get there. And then you keep looking up here. That is Island in the Sky, Canyonlands. And I was right there at the end of that top point up there just a couple days ago. And then you keep going, and you can't really see it, but below that ridge and those mountains and that ridge, you come down into what's called the maze. And that's probably 200 miles away because you have to go all the way around through Green River. That was really close to where, or that is where in the area, close to where, I can't think, where the pictographs were. I want to say Horse Thief Canyon, but that's not right. I have to remember a bit. And then you come on down, come back on this side of the river, and here's the Needles area. See all those little vertical shafts of rock. That's why I get this name, the Needles. And that's just all down below me, about 1,500 feet. Someone here was talking about that. If you Thelma and Louise moment, this is about as good as you get. They probably wouldn't even know you jumped because no one's down there. And there's no park rangers or anybody here. So pretty neat. So here is the bench and the rock, and that right off the face of that rock is 1,500 feet straight down. No handrails. Now there are some handrails in some areas that I don't know why they don't have any here, right where I'm sitting, but pretty cool. And then tomorrow I'm going to go over in the Needles, which is you drive out on that peninsula right there. Anyway, forgotten exactly where it's at, but down there somewhere there's a visitor center, and you can go. I'm going to take a hike down there tomorrow. I believe that is Dead Horse Point State Park over there. It's hard to tell for sure. Then Canyonlands, Island in the Sky. I'm on BLM land, and it's just gorgeous over here, and no one's here. Well, just an idea that I may start doing. So, I'm here at a really special place, Overlook, on BLM land across the Colorado River from Canyonlands National Park. And I'll show you here this place. It is just remarkable. It's just unbelievable. And I'm here by myself. So I'm going to show you first of all. Look here. Here's where I'm parked. Really nice facilities. Bathroom. The mountains nearby. Spectacular drive. The road was great coming here. And where I'm at is called Anticline Overlook. So I'm going to, they have a register over here. I'll register when I come back, but you can see the trail going out to the Overlook is very well done. I just came from a couple other places that were just unbelievably spectacular, and and very, very nice facilities. And almost one of them I was by myself, and the more common one that has an asphalt road going to it, there was like 4 cars there. So I'm going to see what's up here, but I bet it's going to be really nice. So the trail coming up it's only maybe a quarter of a mile. I've been hiking a lot, so I'm kind of out of breath. Kind of getting tired, but it's very nice trail, as good as any national park. So you can see the potash beds down below near Moab, and then across there is, I believe, Dead Horse Point State Park, and then Canyonlands Island in the Sky beyond. It's late in the day. Well, not late in the day, about mid-afternoon on the last weekend of October. So, I'm thinking this is just a very nice facility. I talked to a couple down the road. There's a little campground, and it's very nice. And there's no, there's a toilet, no water, I don't believe, and of course no electricity. And it's a BLM campground. I think there's like 8 spots, and then on down another 10 miles or so, there's a bigger campground I'm going to check out on the way back. But it's just really a special place here. They are from Moab, which is just, I'll show you Moab here in a minute, across from this point, and they come here, and they're an older couple, about my age, and they like to mountain bike, but not the type of mountain bike around Moab, I don't think. Out here you can go down old roads that I suppose they just used to be used for access to different ranches or different areas. Most of them are like 4x4 roads, but they're not rough, and there's no 4x4 here. Their 4x4s are all down in the valley. I can hear them occasionally down below, but up here it's just beautiful. Again, I'm looking at the mountainside, and of course the Colorado River gorge and canyon on the other side, of which I'll show you in a minute. See the valley there. I see some trails down there. I assume that they come in from Moab at a much lower level, and then up here at this point, and here they have a shelter. So again, I hear 4x4 vehicles down below, and so I'm looking here. I'm going to show you. So I don't know if I can see it very well, but there's one of those dune buggy 4x4s right there. I personally have a Wrangler, and I love it. I'm not sure if I'd go on those trails down there or not. I'm someday gonna give some of them a shot. And then as you look down here, Moab actually is down through the canyon just a little ways. Here's some very interesting rock formations up on top of the part of the canyon wall. And again, on the other side, where all the action is Dead Horse Point State Park, and a lot of other things. And then, of course, Canyonlands. So this must be a fairly famous 4x4 road going up this hill, because if you get to the top of the hill, I just heard a vehicle get to the top, and you can see there are a bunch of 4x4 vehicles parked there at the top, I guess waiting for other ones to come up. Then you go over the hill, you can see a bunch of BLM land where people are camped. I'm sure that they all have 4x4 vehicles. I'm not sure exactly where that is. It's right here, basically halfway between, or part of the way between this point, and then there's Moab, is just right through that Colorado River Valley gorge, canyon, I should say, lower part, and then Moab's right back there. Look at this view. Same point, basically, just turning around, looking toward the mountains, and you can see the canyon going back there. That's not the Colorado. It feeds into the Colorado, but I'm not sure what that is. So here's more of the trail that leads out to another part of this overlook, and it's just again, just spectacular. I can hear again, more of the 4x4 people going up that 4x4 road down there. You can see one there, or two. It must be pretty steep, because they're really, of course, some of those vehicles make a lot of noise, but they're going pretty slow up. More point, these overlooks that I'm going to kind of make a point of, what the BLM has done, as you can see right down here. I'm not sure exactly why, but much of the overlook doesn't have any protection, fencing, or whatever. But then you get to a point that I guess a lot of people want to stand on the rocks and stuff. You can see here they've put up fencing to kind of help protect. Now I bet when I get over there that all of that is just about 1,000-1,500 foot straight down. I'll get close a little bit close from an angle and see. So I've walked down here to this bench. See right here, right by the edge. I mean, it's 3 feet from basic drop off. Beautiful location. You can see here this valley where I was showing you earlier, another part of it now. It feeds into the Colorado up their ways, and then just beautiful location. But right here is just some rocks, a little rock outcropping here. I guess this is what it looks like right here below us. But it's just a rock outcropping here. And I'm going to sit down and take a little break. So I really have enjoyed this location. I'm still going to go over where the fence is and take a look down there. But it's just a very nice place all by myself. So up here was where I was just a few minutes ago, and as you can see, it was on a rock that's just a sheer cliff all the way down, as far as I can see. Now I'm on another rock, and again, the scenery, the overlook is just magnificent. I know, that's a word, just can't do it, but stunning. And again, right up there at the very top of the screen, right now I'm coming into view, is Moab. And then beyond that is Arches, all the way across, all the way at the top of the screen, more or less. So this is the probably the clearest day that I have seen yet. There's still a little bit of, maybe a little bit of haze, but down in this valley, the canyon for this little tributary to the Colorado, you can see this haze that's filling it up, and I'm quite sure that it's from the exhaust of all these four-wheel cars and stuff, or vehicles down below, because I can, right here where I'm standing, I could probably see 100 or more of them that have come through this valley, canyon again, I'm sorry. And so it's interesting, but certainly that has an impact. Because up on top, it's clear, completely clear, as much as I've ever seen it. So I'm going to start my walk back, and as you can see here, as the rock, the overview kind of, the trail kind of leaves the edge, then of course there's no barrier, and so the trail's over here, which I'm going to head back. So this has been a very nice location. If I was camping nearby, I would bring my book. I have my chair with me, and I have my book, but I would sit out here somewhere or other and just read or just enjoy the sight. But I don't really. I've got quite a ways, because I'm actually staying in Moab, and that's probably about 70 miles, and much of it on gravel road, although it is an excellent road, one of the best ones I've seen out here in this area. So I think I'm going to sign off. This is Our Long Meander, and I hope this has been helpful. Another overlook right on the edge again of the canyon. This is looking back at one of the places I was standing up there, and again, just not this one is not quite. I don't know if you can see it down there or not. Not quite straight down, but it is near so. So you can see a vehicle there going along this particular four-wheel drive trail. There's another one, and then behind them, there's a point there. There's a white pickup truck, and then there's 3 more vehicles, pickup 4x4s of some form, and then you keep on going on up that road, or that trail, and you get kind of to the top where I was looking. Actually, it's come down quite a ways, and you'll see right there, there's just tons of them, I guess, just, whoops. There's tons of them there lined up, I think, waiting for their turn, or just playing around. I see somebody over there on that hill just come down a steep incline. And here's over here some with their lights on coming down in the shadows. And that all leads up to and wraps around that plateau there. And then on the back side of that is where I saw a little while ago, that trail with a whole bunch of them sitting at the top, which I'm out of view now. I can't see them anymore, but you can see the rock formations and stuff, and then full view is just, it's a long way down there. So just a supplemental here, bathroom. I come back, I've been gone about 30 minutes with all this. There's my Jeep. The road's coming in, the mountains. And no one has come and gone since I've been here. And again, Anticline Overlook. So the couple from Moab mentioned that there's all kinds of good places to go explore. And like this is one where you can go hiking in the sandstone over there. And I'm sure that would be fun. I've done stuff like that a lot. And then you can see that you could ride your bike over there, or you could drive a four-wheel probably, or even a car, I don't know. But the road over to that area is really in really good shape. So no problem getting over there. So I'm looking across this valley, and you can see that person there is who I talked with. They're in the campground. So the campground only has about half of them have some view across this valley, but it is a beautiful valley, and the mountains are behind there, and it's a good location. It's somewhat protected, probably from the wind and so on.